it seemed like we recorded. Back again, you know what I'm saying? Dewey Kai in the building on the scene. Kizzy gang, stand up. Yes sir, yes sir. Gang. Plus double O and ain't talking about agent. And y'all know what we do after every video. This ain't nothing new. Yeah. Now it seems like in today's video, pros exposed Jake Paul for using steroids ahead of Mike Tyson fight. Now, using steroids is crazy. We finna see. I ain't gonna lie. Jake Paul do look like he done got a little swole over the past few weeks. But that could be because of working out, or it could be because of the steroids. We don't know. For some reason my mic decided to come out. But we back. Finna check it out.
Speak of bumps, right over it. Those little bumps.
Oh, I'm tweaking. Headphones won't even connect. Now we back. Headphones connected.
Speaking of bumps, right over it. Those little bumps you had on your face kind of alarmed me. You wouldn't be happen to taking PEDs, are you?
Listen, if you want to build in excuses right now,
no, I'm just asking.
Go ahead.
Because I was just wondering. I looked at your face. It looked kind of serious. You had some rage and you acting all unorthodox. You know, those are signs of the PEDs.
I'll give you guys the answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement.
Boxing pros have just exposed Jake Paul for using steroids ahead of his much-anticipated fight with Mike Tyson, revealing how Paul is using cheap tactics to win the fight. Meanwhile, Teddy Atlas finds himself in a quandary regarding the upcoming clash.
I think this is a very dangerous fight for Paul. I think he might be making a mistake because, first of all, for me, he don't got a lot other than money, and he's made plenty of money.
Voices from various corners of the sports world raised objections. And now, the esteemed boxing coach has voiced his skepticism about the bout's legitimacy. Doubts linger as to whether this matchup truly embodies the essence of boxing. Moreover, Teddy Atlas delved into his apprehensions surrounding the upcoming bout. Expressing his uncertainties, he said, "Unless this is a WWE type agreement. But I'm just saying, if there was a time I would question it, this would be the time because I can't see unless Paul's that confident that Tyson's too old now." Atlas confidently asserted his belief in the authenticity of every one of Jake Paul's.
I ain't gonna lie, Tyson is not too old. What age was Muhammad Ali when he had his last fight? Cause if it's over 40 something, 50 something, then Mike Tyson is not too old. People just saying that cause I guess it was his leg situation. Guarantee if he didn't have that leg situation, niggas would not be saying, oh, he too old. Niggas would be like, oh, he finna knock his ass out. Like, I'm pretty sure this man know how to control his leg movement and stuff. People just, they don't be believing in him.
Matches. Yet, it was this particular occasion that stirred doubt within him regarding the forthcoming showdown with Tyson's integrity. Teddy Atlas emphasized the gravity of Jake Paul's task, warning against underestimating Mike Tyson. defeat at the hands of a 58-year-old pugilist could shatter his aspirations of claiming a world championship title. Moreover, he shared his insights on the mindset Tyson will likely adopt leading up to the fight, stating, "This is for the old school. I'm going to show that even at this age, a guy that wasn't in the game from the beginning is not going to beat a guy who was brought up to fighter." So, it's interesting. I give them both credit. Ricky Hatton, a former champion in 2 weight classes, has also voiced his disdain for the bout. Hatton said, "I get the pushing and the shoving and the name-calling and holding each other back. But some of the great champions of old will be turning in the grave, watching that cunt, to be honest with you." Hatton stated that as long as fights such as Garcia versus Crawford, Spence versus Fury, and Fury versus Usyk happen, the traditional and new worlds of boxing can coexist separately. Hatton added, "I'll be turning in my grave and watching it myself. But I've got my eyes open in the sense that this is the world that we're in now. We're in the entertainment business. YouTubers against MMA and MMA against boxers, I think that world can exist." Former England international Jill Scott has just been called out to a fight on the undercard of Tyson's comeback against Paul. Astrid Wett has turned to her social media platform to throw down the gauntlet to the ex-Manchester City midfielder. Despite her smaller stature in contrast to Scott, Wett boasts a background in the sweet science of boxing.
So as you guys know, Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson this year, so I think it's about time I put my gloves back on and call out.
Obtén $100 de vuelta al instante.
Damn, the females trying to get a fight in too. Not watching none of these ads.
Jill Scott. Now I know she's a little bit taller than me, but I'm sure we can make it work. And this will definitely sell out an arena and a big payday for Jill too.
Wett will compete on the undercard of Tyson's fight against Paul if she gets her wish. She further added, "Jill Scott, you know what to do," before putting a clip of Tyson's "Sign the contract, big boy," that he delivered against Bob Sapp. Scott remains silent in the face of Wett's challenge. However, Abaney Bridges is eager to step into the ring with the social media sensation. The Australian boxer is wasting no time in calling out the 23-year-old for a bout on the undercard of Tyson versus Paul. On X, she wrote, "Can I beat up Astrid Wett on the undercard of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson? I mean, I'd enjoy it." Now, we know that Jake Paul is no stranger in criticism. Many of his followers have frequently accused him of padding his record by taking on MMA fighters past their prime. However, a fresh allegation has emerged against the controversial figure. During an old on-camera appearance, the left side of Paul's face displayed a noticeable outbreak of acne and pimples. Even Tyron Woodley exposed Paul for using steroids.
Are you taking PEDs?
No, sir.
Not at all. Okay.
No, sir.
That's
you think
what
he's on
feel like.
PEDs?
I don't care. You can be on horse tranquilizer steroids. You can get a whole new body from Walmart. You still getting slept.
This sudden change in his complexion has sparked speculation, with a post from Drama Alert even suggesting the possibility of steroid use. The post said, "Jake Paul caught on steroid? People think so due to recent acne photo. Paul's physique may boast a natural, robust build, yet the scrutiny intensifies during his weigh-ins, drawing comparable criticism from fans." Although some response came to Paul's defense, the overall...
So you could just tell by pimples on the side of somebody's face that they're taking steroids. Shit sound crazy.
Sentiment towards the post indicated that Drama Alert had indeed selected an apt caption. Notably, one fan said, "I mean, yeah, you can see it in his jawline and face compared to 3 years ago. It's completely changed. Not more definition. It's just weird looking now." One more fan wrote, "He has been on steroids since getting into boxing. It's pretty obvious why he does not drug test before his fights." Another fan said, "I don't know if that is steroids. That could also be just acne from wearing headgear and sweating because of that headgear putting on grease, you know, and sweating. He does wear bedhead protection when he's sparring. I mean, that could be the cause of that, but who knows? You'd have to be tested." But this is not the first time Paul has been accused of using steroids. He was also accused of it before his fight with Nate Diaz. Murmurs regarding anomalies in Paul's physique began to surface, stirring curiosity among onlookers. Paul squared off against Tommy Fury. His physique wasn't nearly as impressive as it appears now. In the footage captured from one of his training sessions, Jake Paul seems to have bulked up considerably, prompting speculation about his possible use of testosterone replacement therapy. In the comments section of his videos and photos, he's constantly bombarded with accusations of steroid usage. To counter these claims, the YouTuber took to his X account, sharing a negative testing result. Now coming back to the upcoming fight, another issue has come to the spotlight. Paul's promotional tactics have left fans disconcerted, adding another layer of complexity to an already contentious spectacle. Paul logged into his X account and swiftly posted a snippet from a nearby news outlet. He wrote, "Hottest ticket ever."
The event, according to Vivid Seats, is among the hottest sports tickets ever at AT&T Stadium, with fans expected to travel more than 500 miles to catch the fight, each paying an average of about $500 per ticket.
According to the report, the showdown was touted as a must-see event at AT&T Stadium. The report also highlighted the concert, mentioning a journey spanning 500 miles and an average expenditure of $500 to secure a ringside view of the electrifying bout. Interestingly, the New York Post recently published the pricing details for the upcoming fight. A few days back, they revealed that the most affordable ticket available would be approximately $211 through Vivid Seats. On the other hand, premium floor-level tickets could soar up to $5,140. A couple of fans showed the younger of the Paul brothers a mirror and suggested that the soaring prices were because of Tyson. One fan wrote, "Yes, it will be because of Mike Tyson, not you." Similarly, one user said, "Mike Tyson is selling the fight, not you." Someone pointed out, bragging about those atrocious prices is wild. A suggestion floated around, indicating that the matchup between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury could claim the title of the most sought-after ticket of the year, overshadowing the anticipated bout between Tyson and Paul. They responded, "A YouTuber versus a 57-year-old who was great 20 years ago. It's nowhere near going to be the hottest ticket ever, not even of the year. Usyk versus Fury will be miles in front, so will so many professional fights that happen."
Man, Usyk versus Fury is not gonna be nothing special. Fury gonna win, motherfucking, and go on and fight Frank again. You know what I'm saying? And then lose to that fight. Come on, that's gonna be, that fight gonna be bigger than Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Now you might be right, but it ain't gonna be higher than a fight like motherfucking Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And that's a fact.
Happened before it. Netflix's bold move to air this spectacle live has ignited discourse regarding the trajectory of live events in the realm of streaming services. Charlemagne the God and Andrew Schultz, in their dialogue on
About every 4 years, the reward for creating new Bitcoins is cut in half. This leads to fewer new Bitcoins entering the system. In theory, less new supply and equal demand.
Nope.
Brilliant idiots delved into the match, pondering its potential to redefine the landscape. Schultz applauded Jake Paul's resilience in bouncing back from criticism and securing this massive fight at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. He said, "This is going to be huge. The most attended fight ever. This is going to be the most viewed fight. Dude, it might be the most viewed fight in history." And the excitement doesn't end there. According to Schultz, this might represent a turning point for live streaming. Netflix's decision to stream the fight at no cost, diverging from the conventional pay-per-view setups notorious for their steep charges, might just unveil a lucrative opportunity. This spectacle holds the promise of transforming into a monumental event. Meanwhile, Paul's mind is already racing towards his next challenge. He sets his sights on squaring off against none other than Ryan Garcia. Fueled by their recent
Ryan Garcia would knock you out. No doubt.
verbal sparring, Paul is eager to step into the ring for what promises to be an electrifying encounter.
Well, so then what's going on with you guys? Because the last episode on here, there was shit back and forth. He was saying stuff about you on Twitter. You called him. There was more shit. Have you guys talked anymore? Is that actually a fight that could happen?
I think it could happen as like an exhibition, probably.
Paul mentioned that a fight could possibly happen, likely as an exhibition. He speculated that his opponent believed he would win, but Paul expressed eagerness to prove him wrong, especially considering his lighter weight class. The possibility of a sequel on Netflix. Furthermore, skills, specifically targeting his footwork.
But I think he thinks that he would win, and I would love to just like deflate his little 130 pounds.
That's the only way it could happen, right? Is exhibition just for the weight?
Yeah.
He acknowledged that while Garcia is fast and quick, having been involved in the sport his whole life, his movement is poor. Paul described Garcia as a flat-footed and immobile fighter.
I mean, that's a huge fight as well.
Yeah, maybe Netflix part 2. And his footwork, it's like once I'm learning more about the sport, it's like he's fast and quick and been doing it his whole life, obviously, but his feet, would tear him apart. He got flat-footed, stuck fighter.
Meanwhile, Garcia observed Paul after he won, for the 9th time in his professional career, and he stated that he wanted to finish his career. Garcia was watching and then went on X to challenge Paul. He wrote, "Okay, enough, it's on. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to end this Jake Paul boxing thing. Bring it on, Jake. I'm dead serious. Hit my team up." Paul replied by expressing his affection for Ryan. However, he advised Ryan to calm down, suggesting that there was a boundary that Ryan appeared to be crossing. He expressed concern that Ryan seemed to be losing his sense, acting in a manner that came off as desperate and thirsty. Paul said, "Ryan, I love you. You know that, bro. But you've got to chill out, because there's a line, and you just seem like you're losing your mind. Thirsty and desperate, and you're a billionaire when you had one money fight." In the end, the controversy surrounding Paul's upcoming fight with Tyson has escalated with accusations against Paul for alleged steroid use. These claims have cast a shadow over the event, already mired in spectacle and promotional tactics. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like.
Oh, the headphones came off.
Steroid use. These claims have cast a shadow over the event, already mired in spectacle and promotional tactics. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos.
That was a crazy ass video. It's me and Jake Paul take steroids. Kids again, stand up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, Clutch double O and then talking about agent. Y'all know if we do our third video, this ain't nothing new. Yeah. Oh, yeah.